My name is Michelle Groce, and I'm in my 6th and final year of my PhD in physics here at Maryland. The work that I do is in surface and interface physics, which basically means that I do research at the intersection of physics and chemistry and materials science. So we're trying to understand the properties of materials, whether physical or electronic, by getting down to the atomic and molecular scale. So what I really like about being a physicist, or being a scientist in general, is the process of the scientific method and critical thinking. I think that's what's motivated me to get involved in a lot of the leadership activities that I have. Probably the biggest one on campus is coaching the debate team. It's an undergraduate group that does parliamentary debate, competing in a national league. And I have 4 years of experience from college, and I wanted to help out the team, help them craft their arguments, help them compete on that national stage and show how great a University of Maryland is. I've also been really involved with the Women in Physics group in the department because I think it's really important that we have a welcoming and supportive environment for people to do science in. I also founded a nonprofit organization with several of my friends, also Maryland graduate students. It's called the Institute for Academic Challenge, and what we do is we teach high school students enrichment classes that are basically really high-level topics that usually aren't taught until college or even graduate school, but that don't have prerequisites beyond what a ninth grader might already have. So those are the things that get me excited, that, helping other people understand things. When I hear the term leadership, it's really easy to conjure up this image of a very over-the-top, overachieving person who just really needs to be the president of every club and be in charge of everything. And I think it really hasn't ever been like that for me. When I see some sort of need that can be addressed or some way that I can help people out, I just can't help but step up and try to solve that problem or meet that need. And it leads to me committing to a lot of different things, and I end up involved in a lot of different projects. Sometimes I certainly look at my schedule and I say, why am I so busy? Why am I involved in all this stuff? And the truth is that I wouldn't want to cut any of it out. If if I had to cut something, everything that I do is really important to me, and I think it's part of what keeps me grounded and well-rounded, even when I spend very long days in the lab. I think the University of Maryland is a really unique blend of a lot of different people and groups doing a lot of different things at once, which has made my experience here really interesting. I've enjoyed the opportunity to interact with people from different departments, to teach undergraduate courses, or to join clubs that lots of different people are a part of. As a graduate student, my everyday life is pretty much focused on research, and that's not always the primary focus in a lot of the students' minds, especially because a lot of them are primarily focused on classes. When I try to describe the Maryland Physics Department to other people, probably the number one word that I use is friendly. I really think that there's been an incredibly supportive environment while I've been here from other students, but also from faculty and staff who really want to make sure that those of us working on research find projects that we find interesting, that we can move forward and actually complete our degree, that we're having a good time while we do it. And I think that's an incredible thing to have, especially in a program that goes for, N+1 years. I have really appreciated President Lowe's commitment to building up Maryland as a research university. I think that's good for all of us who are graduate students or researchers who work on that full time, but I think it's also good for the students who get to interact with people who are acting as scientists or what have you in their day-to-day lives, and they can really experience what that's like.